Hey guys, Zib the Awesome here to talk to you about a chest event video, or like the chest chat. I'm gonna call these whenever I talk about chests that are new and are for a limited time, like an event thing. I call them chest chats. So today on chest chat, we're gonna talk about the legendary water chest. You gotta slap that legendary in that title because you are guaranteed a legendary monster. But here's the catch. It contains one legendary monster up to rank 4. So there's a chance to get a rank 4 monster, a almost complete rank 5, slap that, almost done complete monster. Bam. But that's chance though. That is chance. For 275 a pop, it's legendary for 275. So basically you're getting a random legendary for 275 a pop. And it ranges from VIPs to the general, the team shop monsters like Thedes, or well, for this one specifically, I'm saying Thedes or Thedes pet. I don't think there's been a Thedes bodyguard yet, but you get my point. You get anything. I don't think you can get. I don't think you can get Hydratilla in this. That'd be weird if you did, because it doesn't really. It doesn't say Nemesis monsters. It takes the time to say VIP, but it doesn't say Nemesis monsters. I don't know if there are limitations to what it gives you. Like they say like any, like they never say it. Just says contains one legendary water monster up to rank 4. It doesn't necessarily say any in that sentence. So there might be restrictions, there might not be restrictions. I don't know. If you get a Hydratilla, let me know. Or like if you invest in this this chest and you get a Hydratilla, please know in the comments below. Now that'd be interesting. But basically you get any legendary based on the type of chest it is. There are going to be there's going to be a chest for each and every element in the game. So yeah, we're going to talk about, is this chest good or not? And the answer for that is, it can be one of the best chests in the game so far, but it also could be one of the worst, because it gives you anything. You're entitled to get anything that you didn't really want or anything that you really wanted. You might get a, let's say you might get a ranked 4 frostbite, or you might get a rank 4 prisoner. Yeah, let's just say, what's one of the worst things that you could possibly get for a water monster besides the basic? I'd say White Walker. There we go. Let's say you get like a rank 4, or you could say you could get a rank 4 White Walker. That doesn't do you any good. But yeah, that's kind of the thing. But yeah. You're entitled to get something really good or something not good. I will say, if you get anything ranked up, you are getting the price that you pay. If you get anything that's not ranked up, it's not worth your pay. So if you get a ranked 1 Frost Wraith, you are getting a good deal out of it. If you get a rank 2 Vampirium, you're getting a good deal out of it. If you get a rank 3 NEPS, you get a good deal out of it. If you get a rank 4 Kyaku, you just went home with a lot of money. You just became a millionaire, in that sense. You just became really rich, and you struck gold and you only had to pay $275 for it. That's a really good deal for a legendary that's already ranked 4. That would have cost you loads and loads of gems. Okay, if you didn't get that, but yeah, you can see how good that is. You can see how good that is. In all honesty, it almost I think it took about was it 2,000 gems? I can't remember the price range for a rank 4, but I know for a rank 3, it costs a little bit over a 50 gem base. Ranking up in this game is kind of expensive, so I'm just saying, in the sense of buying 249 a pop. If you wanted to rank 3, you would have to spend a little bit over a 50 gem base, like I think it was 1,743 gems. So it can be really expensive. But you can see the value in this. If you do walk home with a rank 4 monster, you are getting a really good deal. But again, that's chance. That is totally chance. But yeah, this is going to be for every single Nemesis monster, because the Nemesis dungeons are now out. I think they're doing this because they want people to have a chance, like a chance to pick up a rank 4 monster to use in said dungeon. But I think even at that point, they'd have to have the runes equipped for them, and they need to have at least 3 monsters to have a full party. It is a really nice thing of them to do. I don't like these I don't like these Hydratilla super chests or just Hydratilla chests, cell chests. I think those chests are garbage. I'm actually not even gonna make a video on these 2 chests are just garbage. I find this one really, really good. I find this chest really, really good. Now if you want something that guarantees, if you're not like a guy that hates that doesn't like random chance. If you like guaranteed stuff, these boxes right here, this mechanical chapter 5 chest, for example, guarantees you one of every monster from a specific chapter. Is this one particularly good? No. I have yet to see one that is really good. I have yet to see a mechanical chapter, no, not a chapter, but just a chapter book in general, chest really to be really worth getting. Because so far they've done 2. They might do one that's really good in the future that might actually be worth the 99 gems, but odds are it's just not. I don't know, it just depends on I think it just depends on the chapter. But yeah, we're talking about the legendary water chest. Now, if you invest in this for the sake of the dungeon, I don't think it's worth investing in. I think you should save it for, if it's in all honesty, I think the best one to save your gems for, to do a drawing, would have to be dark or magic, because then you have a better chances of clearing dungeons for Samuel and or Zyron, the ruby. Well, I guess the ruby's the specific version, but you get my point. You get a chance to get 2 of the best Nemesis monsters, and also I guess the Thunder one too, but that's a stretch. Because for Thunder monsters, it's not a whole lot of things that you would probably want rank 4 in the Thunder category. Me personally, if I had to, if I could get a rank 4, Thunder monster from, these monsters here, I'd want it to be Ukaduma, or, because again, I don't know if Nemesis monsters are included in these chests, so I'm not just going to outright say, like, Faraday right away. I would love rank 4 Faradays, but, I don't think that's a possible thing. I don't think it contains a Nemesis monster, because I think it would say Nemesis, because it said VIPs too, but I want an Ukaduma, I would want, Thyra, ranked 4 Thyra, ranked 4 Alex Bone, Nexter Cox. That's one of my favorite, one of my, just like I wasn't gonna say favorite monsters, but out of I guess the Thunder monster is one of my preferred. He's a really cool monster, even though I have him like really terribly ruined. I wish I could use him more, but his rune slots are just garbage. It's not a bad monster by any means. But yeah, there's not much in Thunder category that I'd really want. Just in terms of personal taste, there are really strong, competitive picks here, like Sparking Manda's text. I'm just saying in terms of just personal taste. But yeah, they're like, those are really good monsters too. So you gotta determine, out of the box, you gotta determine, for each box, you gotta determine the probability of getting something that's relevant to competitive play, or if you wanted to even invest in competitive play. If you're not too much of a competitive player and just want something that's really cool and strong, pick any one you want, and you go from there. But if you want to be if you want a really good competitive chest pick, I'd say go for the dark chest. Because universally, dark monsters are always been good. They've always been wild cards. They've also always been doing a bunch of different things. They outscale, fire attackers. They sometimes outscale deniers. Sometimes, I'm saying sometimes, not all the time, of other categories that main denying. They're just universally good. I'd invest in this chest. If I had to invest in any dark chest, I would invest in this one. And I would hope to get a rank 4 Joustar, or anything ranked up would be good. Krugbo, Fognar, like any of the abomination monsters, like any rank plus would be nice. Undertaker rank, that would be cool. There's a lot of cool things here that I would want ranked up, and even if I didn't get a modern dark monster, some of the old dark monsters are still really good to this day, like Akhenaten, Barbatos. I want to say Noctum, but I'd say Noctum just because he has the insta kill ultimate and he's immune to possession. I want to say that, but he doesn't really. Yeah. I will say if you wind up getting garbage, don't be too disheartened about it, because you can use it to fill out your book, specifically the chapters where you're just missing that one garbage monster out of like all the good stuff you have, and you can complete that chapter now. So if, like, let's say I got like a Losty Ghost from that, I wouldn't be too heartbroken about it, because I could finally finish, a book here. I could finally finish a chapter in my book for spirits that I've wanted done for a long time, like chapter 6, for example. So yeah, I think Dark's a good choice for if you wanted to invest in a really good competitive chest, I'd say Dark. Waters has a lot of deniers, but there's also a chance you get something that's not good. And I'd say in terms of a competitive chest, it is really good, because you might walk away with a rank 4 highly used water ranked monster, highly used monster like Yaku or Zimia, but you get my point. There's also a chance to get things you don't want. I'm just saying overall, in a universal sense, if it's like, because dark monsters have been known to getting really good effects and or just skills over the years, traits, what have you, they're very usable. But again, if you don't be too disheartened if you get a garbage monster from the chest, because you can use it to fill out the book. If you already have it filled out, then go ahead, by all means, be heartbroken about it. But if you don't, just you got that book done. Congratulations, you got that chapter done, or you got that monster out of the way, so you don't have to be phased. You don't have to be phased about it. But yeah, if you're gonna pick stuff for this chest for Hydratilla, I want to say that's really not worth it. Don't do it. Because Hydratilla was basically the starter up legendary. It's by no means, or nemesis monster, I mean starter nemesis. It was by no means terrible. I'm just saying the other nemesis monsters surpass them easily. easily surpass them. There's too many nemesis monsters that surpass this fellow brother. He's not by any means terrible. I'm just saying there are just a bunch of more crazy nemesis monsters that just do too much broken stuff. I'd say out of the 3 Hydratillas, the basic one's my favorite, because he's got the ability to chain freeze for days, and it's awesome. It's like a 1-turn cooldown AoE freeze, and it usually procs all the time. Especially if you have the precision boost up, it procs all the time, and it's really good. But it's not very effective against things that are immune to freeze, so he has limitations. He does have a limitation. All the other nemesis monsters don't necessarily have one. And so I'd say, in terms of chests that are, let's say you wanted to invest in a chest for a specific nemesis monster, which one would I recommend you going for? I would at least recommend 3. I'd recommend Earth monsters, I'd recommend Dark monsters, and I would recommend like Ruby's really good. Well, there's also a lot of monsters that rely on effects, but yeah, I guess that you could use the effects of the magic monsters to win the fights. So this one's an iffy one. So I'll give you a 4th one. So if I had to choose a 4th one, what's another good nemesis monsters? Well, if they actually do this, metal. I'd recommend metal, because then there would be a chance you could pick up a Flamirion, Takemirion. What else is chest exclusive? I think those are the only 2, because they haven't been out on sale yet, and you could get them possibly ranked up, and that sounds really good to the ear, right? There's also a lot of good competitive metal monsters, so I'd say 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4. I'd recommend 4. I'd recommend 4 chests here, and you just choose the one. Again, this is in the sense of getting a Nemesis monster. These are the four best ones. I think the Earth one. So Warthog, like if you want to go for Warthog, invest in the Earth chest. There's a lot of good Earth monsters. Invest in the Dark one. There's a lot of good Dark monsters. You see, there's just little chances of getting something disappointing. There's very, very little chance from each of these elements to get something that's really, really disappointing. And or magic. Magic is, I'd say, has the highest probability of this four, because you might get some of the worst early on magic monsters. Like it's it's that. But you have a chance to get some really good ones like Lamuna, Bowtie, Chrysandri, or like Dungeon Master, Baron Trader. And then metal, you have a bunch of good metal monsters with really good traits or abilities to do damage with, side effects, what have you. But you get my point. With every single chest, you're not guaranteed anything good. You might get something really, really terrible, or something you already have that's not even ranked up. So just keep that in mind. And you are gonna pay the extra gems for that. It's not too much extra gems. I'd say at least 30. At least, I don't want to say 30 more, because it's at an odd number. It's like, because the normal price is 249, and this one's like 275. So yeah, I think it's like 24 gems more. So that's the thing. I think that's the case, yeah. But 24 gems more, and yeah. Again, that's just what I think. You are entitled to get a legendary monster, but it might not be the thing you're looking for, and it might not even be ranked up to begin with. So that's the thing with each chest. So if you're gonna invest in these chests, just know you might not get the thing you want ranked up. Just know that you might get something that's garbage. There's probably a high probability of not getting anything ranked up. I'd probably say there's a percentage chance with each of these chests. But you do have a chance to get a rank 4 monster, and I think that's really good. I think that's a really nice thing to guarantee, at least give a chance, not necessarily guarantee it, but you have the chance of pulling a rank 4 monster, and I think that's really good. Again, if you're gonna go for a specific nemesis, if you're doing it for the dungeons, I recommend doing it for the Earth, Dark, Magic, and or Metal. Because all those nemesis monsters are notoriously good. With light, I was gonna say with light, Lum is in the light one. Everybody loves Lum. The problem with that is there's not too many light monsters, like extremely, that need to be ranked up, or rank 4 is a really strong thing for attackers and deniers, but for supports not too much. I'll see Idvar, but I don't think I see a whole lot of light monsters ranked up for the most part. I don't see that personally. I see a lot of ranked up deniers and or attackers. So the thing that I would probably want at rank 4 for a light monster would probably only be like L-Canine and Rabish, and attackers such as Patreon or Bella Ball, Glowbrush, the attacker damage dealers, or Oran. I would love a ranked up Oran. I would really love that. Bucket, like a ranked up Buckhelm. Yeah, Bucket Helm, ranked up Bucket Helm. But that's just me. I just see a lot of risks in the light chest. That's why I didn't recommend the light chest. You gotta determine with chess. You gotta determine what's the probability of you getting something you really, really don't want, or it's just something that's really not good at the competitive scene at the moment. But I will say, if you wanted Uriel for the longest time, he'll probably be in there. He'll probably be in the light chest. But that's about. But that Uriel's got really low base stats. But you get my point. There's a lot of risks with this book in particular, or not this book, this element. So I just kind of picked the ones with really, really decent monsters, like Earth, Dark, Magic occasionally. Like when you get, I would say once you get up to Malier. Yeah, that's when it starts getting good. Like Malier downward, I'd say that's really good. Or White Pandolf. I think White Pandolf. Yeah, we'll set that as the bar. White Pandolf down are really good stuff. Like that's when it starts getting good. But if you get like a rank 4 reptile or chocolate, rank 4 chocolate, dude, that'd be funny if someone actually did get a rank 4 chocolate or rank. Oh god, that'd be really sad. I can imagine frustration, but they'd get a rank 4. I don't know, but yeah, that's it. But yeah, I recommend Earth, Dark, Magic, and Metal. Those are my 4 recommendations if you're gonna get a a chest in general. I think those are really good ones because they have a lot of they have the Nemesis monsters that are really good, and they have a lot of decent competitive monsters in general. Now they do have some eyesores in each element. There are some monsters that aren't really good to pick up, but they have it's more reward than risk with these elements, alright? That's kind of why I recommend it. I think the worst one you could pull from Earth monsters, for example, is Shihu. Oh god, Shihu. Good lord. If you got like a Shihu or... Yeah, or for Dark monsters, I guess, Sir Slumberly. That'd be nightmarish. Oh, good god. But you get my point. It's usually just around the beginning phases of life, or the beginnings of life, and like, like I think those are just the worst possible outcomes. Like the really, really oldest dirt monsters nobody uses. Like just no one. Like for Darks, as you can see here, there's probably only 4. There's only really 4. Like Dark School, Nibotas, Losty Ghosts, or Slumberly. Those are the only ones that are just really, really terrible. And the 2 of those are basic breedables that can be bred up, ranked up, and do a lot of damage later on. But you get my point. For Dark monsters, they just have a really good track record overall. So that's it for this video. I hope this chat was very informational and fun. If you have any more questions, like any at all, please ask them in the comments section below. Let me know what you think about these, this new series called Chess Chat. So I think I'm just gonna start calling them Chess Chats now. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. And yeah, I'm Dib the Awesome. I'll catch you guys later.